Were you trying to get crazy with this, eh? Don't you know I'm loco?
I'm thinking it's all over when I go out. Oh, making my mind slow. That's why I don't with the big bro. I got to maintain, cause a like me is going insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane.
When the Saints go marching in, oh, when the Saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from the Superdome. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Already here, they're audible to something else. First play, and Young is going to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunter. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like he said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go.
And it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Mallett. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
First and goal, Carolina.
Now they'll change things up. Johnson. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point attempt to come here. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Panthers 7, Saints nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Saints had 8-5 to start play. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw, Young. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. This unit, they struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Let's go. Ready, go.
Young now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Young. He'll try and do this himself. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them in the field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Oh, Young loses it. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was 4th down, and the possession changes. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
Young to throw it this time. It's complete to Martin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
70 rings. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Dragon 60.
Young will set to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
12, 19, 2. Panther 60. 60 Nazareth. 60 Nazareth. 19 Light.
4th down, Young. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball is going to come out to the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Johnson running left. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Mallet now. And this one too low. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and 5. And you look at this Saints defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 31 yards. 1st down.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Banks. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a third and goal situation.
Let's go now.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Okay, ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Yikes, a 40-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Short little throw to Ebron. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Young to throw on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. They'll drop the throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now Young. Short little throw to Ebron. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Cougar 19. Ready.
On play action, Young. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Young to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got a man downfield. It's Harris.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They try the left side with Johnson. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. A great effort there, with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the shotgun, it's Young. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
44-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now 2nd and 5. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's another Panthers first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now back to throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get involved in the end zone.
Here's Young from the shotgun. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Young. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On the ground, It's James. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Mallett. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Young to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And he's got this down to the 35. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
35-yard line.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Get it. Craft all 80. Ready.
Young working out of the gun. Now this is caught by Martin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
No doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mallett now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Panthers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
17 yards.
Now Young going to move him around.
Saints. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here comes 2nd down. To the air once more, Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Bush. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
13-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Young to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think